couple different topics here. The reason why we're here first. Then we're gonna go into the church, the system, Christianity, basically the pastors and things that just don't add up. It's not biblical, and basically Yeshua is the example. We should use Yeshua as the example. So some of the things that pastors and mega pastors and all these people do is not even biblical. So we're gonna get into that, and also forgiveness and understanding that we can't get forgiveness unless we forgive. So you can pray to the Lord and do all this and pray for hours, cry, fast, do the whole bit. But if you don't forgive this guy or this girl 5-10 years ago, all this fast and all these things you've been doing, you're not going to be forgiven. And this is biblically backed. We're not here to give for conjecture, to give opinion. I try not to do that. I try to, whatever I say, you will be backed by multiple verses. And one thing, that's actually great is you actually always want the New Testament and the Old Testament to validate itself. That's one thing I was taught. Ezekiel 3:17 through 21. I start. Son of man, I made you a watchman for the house of Israel. Therefore, hear a word from my mouth and give them warning from me. Verse 18. When I say to the wicked, you shall surely die, and you give him no warning, nor speak to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, that same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood I will require at your hand. Verse 19. Yet, if you warn the wicked, and he does not turn from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but you have delivered your soul. So this is talking to just unbeliever. So this is just to the unbeliever, letting the unbeliever know basically about God and who he is and all this other stuff. But we're not done. Verse 20. Again, when a righteous man turns from his righteousness and commits iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die, because you did not give him warning. He shall die in his sins, and his righteousness which he has done shall not be remembered. But his blood I require at your hand. This verse is so deep because later series, and we're going to deep dive things a little bit deeper. We're going to talk about just basically how we're not once saved, always saved. This this narrative, always saved no matter what. It's so not true, and it's sending more people to hell than anything, because people really believe it, and it's just not biblically factual. I can give you, I know at least about 5 to 7 verses that different spots, Old Testament, New Testament, Revelation, just that contradicts what that teaching is, and I think a lot of people are holding on to that and think that they're going to be getting in, and that's the scary part to this verse that we're going to be talking about later on. Is one of the scariest verses I ever seen. Is it talks about not just unbelievers, it talks about the church and believers. And again, let me start from 20. So again, when a righteous man turns from his righteousness and commits iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die, because you did not give him warning. He shall die in his sin, and his righteousness which he has done shall not be remembered. But his blood I will require at your hand. Nevertheless, if you warn the righteous man that the righteous should not sin, and he does not sin, he shall surely live, but he took warning. Because he took warning, also you will have delivered your soul. Verse 21. Nevertheless, if you warn the righteous man that the righteous should not sin, and he does not sin, he shall surely live, because he took warning. Also you will have delivered your soul. Amen. That's the gist of basically why I'm doing this, and I'm just laying this out there, and what you do with it is what you do with it. How you take it, how you take it. But I'm doing what I'm doing to where blood is not required on my hand. And I also love my people to get to know the Lord for real. So this is not the main goal, like the only thing, but it's just a reason, to be honest. And I'm not gonna just not say that's like not a reason why I'm not doing this. But also I do want people to know the Lord, and I don't want people to, burn in damnation or, burn in hell. Like, I want people to know the Lord and everything like that. And the other day, I feel like I'm going to speak to the Spirit to somebody, and as long as I reach one, I'm good, because who knows what that one or two, they might meet 100, reach 100, and